Skeeter again. I've been asked by one of my lovely subbies. Denise made those boxes, bless her soul, they're absolutely stunning, to hold her cards, which are even more stunning, absolutely beautiful. Even a tissue, look at that beautiful card. She stamped this gorgeous tissue with the postscript and on her card, and these wonderful flowers, which she sent me a box full of, and they are absolutely stunning. Beautiful. I don't have this stamp. I don't know what that one is from. I couldn't tell you, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at all these beautiful flowers. And somebody asked me if I can make the box. And because if you're going to send a bulky card, you don't need an envelope, but you do need a nice little box to pop it into. So, and to obviously say who it's off. And Denise's box is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and it holds this card beautifully, but it's got a bit of a gap. No fault, none at all, but I just made my version. I'm going to be doing that card with you shortly, and it fits here perfectly as well. Mine's nice and snug. I've used magnets. Denise used Velcro, which is either way is absolutely perfect because they keep the boxes closed. I just think this is a little less intrusive, and I've added just a piece of designer series paper to the front and my stamp, which was kindly gifted to me by the gorgeous Carla Bostic. And somebody said, do I stamp my cards? And I do, my darling, with this on the back. 9 times out of 10, all of them. But I decided to just use a piece of scrap. I've popped it in there. I'm just going to go in with my 1.5 inch circle punch, which fits beautifully with that first blue line. And just punch out my tag, which then I used a hole punch. Just popped it on the side here by my name. Punched a little hole in there and then added some baker's twine. Beautiful way to add a gift tag as well, because you can still write on the back to tell people who it's off. But Denise, your card fits in my box as well, my darling, perfectly. Nice and snug. But I'm going to make my version, if that's okay. So you can still use an A4 sheet of cardstock. And your card needs to be 8 inches by 10.5. I will put that back with the others, my darling, don't worry. So, and it's just so simple, really simple. This has been cut to size. I've got my tag ready. You just need your scoreboard now. And they're reinforced sides. And like everyone has ever made a box, they're literally, you're just going to score the short side at 1/2 inch. Oops, they jumped. And at 1 inch. And at 7 inches. And 7.5. Or just flip it and do 1/2 and 1 again, if it's going to confuse you. On the long side now, you need to score this at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 5 1/4, 5 3/4, and 10. And that's all you're scoring. Absolute perfection. And these is the perfect size for any A2 card. As you can see, it's going to fit in there nice and snug. Just getting rid of the wrong piece. So I'm just going to take my scissors. I'm going to use my long ones first. We're going to literally cut these 2 big long tabs off here, and this one, that one, and these 2 on this side. But if you're sending something with a little bit of a bulk, and you don't mind you can either post this off in its box and wrap it inside a mailing bag, then it'd be perfect. snip off this little tab, and then we're going to mitre the ends. Whoops. But ideal for sending, even if you're hand gifting this card and box to somebody. You could add any decor. You could even stamp images all over. This would be pretty. So you don't have to use designer series paper. And you could just turn the box into something lovely and decorate it that way. That would be gorgeous as well. Taking off my... I'm just giving these a little mitre. And with these ones, we're just going to cut up, remove the first tab, and I'm going to mitre slightly on these as well, because these are going to get tucked inside, so it will expose those. And I'm going to remove this bottom square and mitre that as well. Just gives you perfect corners. She says, not taking it to the corner. And again on this side, everybody's made boxes. And I can show you a little calculation as well if you want, so you can work out any size box. It's just a little game of math. I'm going to mitre all the ends, because these are going to get tucked inside, and it will stop the bulk in each corner as well. Just a slight little bit, you don't need a lot. And I'm going to mitre my little tab here as well. And that's what you're going to end up with. So it's not a lot of waste. And you can get these done out of an A4 sheet of cardstock. You can use any colour card. I'm using thick Whisper White because I love thick Whisper White. Oh, before we go any further, I did use my Project Live corner punch. You can use your envelope punch board, and Stampin' Up perfecting a new triple punching, which will do your corners as well. It's just to neaten them off. This is the plaque that opens. Now we're just going to burnish all our score lines. And then we're just going to pop it together. Like I say, you could, at this stage, before gluing or adhering any of your sides down or front, or even putting the box together full stop, turn it over, stamp away to your little heart's content, and decorate this box from the outside. Just perfect though for sending slightly bigger and bulkier cards to your friends, just to say that you care and you've made this reinforced as well. So we're going to tuck all the sides in. They're going to get double folded over as you do, but you can go ahead now and decorate this if you want at this stage. I am just going to use designer series paper, and I'm just adding my tear tape to all the flaps on the outside flaps. I love this stuff, and I think it is very strong and will hold your box together lovely. And even adding onto, oops, I've just lost a bit of tape there. So strong it sticks to your fingers. Look at that. So, really strong tape. You're going to add a little piece onto all these flaps. Just the cutest little thing. With tear tape, you can literally tear off just that little bit you need. Absolutely fabulous. Just putting a little piece and tearing it off at the end. these are going to get tucked in as well, so you won't see those. And now I always squish down because it makes easier for the tape to come up the backing of your tape. Sometimes I've peeled it without using this and the whole tape's come off as well. Now I don't need my scissors anymore. I'll pop them out of the way for safety reasons. Please don't go cutting yourselves. Now you're going to take off all the small little tabs first. Oops. And we're going to push them right into the corners, and they are going to stick straight away because that tear tape is really good. And again, keeping your corners straight. So easy and so quick to pop together. Punch that in. And they're going to get hidden as well, so what I do, I tend to fold back. I'm going to pop the sides in first. Taking off the backing, I'm going to use my bone folder as well. I'm just going to tuck, and then I'm going to seal. This way, when you do a double-sided wall like this, you don't see, and there's nothing for the card to get caught on as well. So this is why I like to do a double wall, because it's thicker, it gives more stability, and it helps hide those hinges that you've just put inside, so your card won't grip onto those. And Denise had done exactly the same on her box as well. Bless her little soul. She sat and made those absolutely gorgeous cards, and a box for every single one of them as well. How gorgeous is she? Just a wonderful lady. Time and lots of love in her heart, bless her, to do this for this gorgeous challenge. So there's my box made. I'm going to get Denise's card out again because it's just stunning. And there we go, it fits in there snug as a bug. And for your closure, again, you can use your magnets. You can use Velcro. I'm not going to put anything on this one at the moment because this is just for show. I will add my choice of adhesive when I decide to pop a card in there and post it. So I've got some bits of designer series paper here. These are from that stack of, it's called Glamorous Roses. And I'm just going to add a piece, which is the same size as my card bunt. So it's 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. Because it's only going to go on the inside of my card. Denise, I'll pop your card back in yours before I forget. Thank you, my Donna, for making this beautiful project and letting me be able to show people how it is made. Thank you for that, Denise. Credit is all yours, my darling. I will also show that little math trick at the end to get any size box you want. It's simple. Just adding some more tear and tape. I love this stuff. There we go. Add those. Squash it down, make sure it doesn't you know the glue is going to stay on. And I get my magnets off eBay off a gentleman called, I can't remember, Spider Magnets, I think they're called. You just Google eBay, Spider Magnets. They are 5mm across, 1mm in depth, and I think I paid about £8 for 100. So this is our box now. It doesn't matter which way round with this paper because it hasn't really got a chosen pattern. I'm just going to stick that down. I'm going to take my little tab like I did. I just grabbed 6 inches of my thickest twine. You don't need much more than that. Oh, my scissors they need cleaning. Got a bit of glue on them. And I'm just going to feed that through. So there's my little tab. I'm going to tie a tiny little knot in the end. Nothing too majorly big or intrusive. And what I did to attach mine, again, tiny little piece of tearing tape. About 1 inch, if you don't even need that, I don't think. And I'm going to tuck it into this corner. So, and I just flipping ripped it. Doesn't matter. I will close my box with my chosen. I may even seal it shut when I'm giving a gift. But then they can't. But then there's your little, oops, squashy sides in to make sure. And there's your little gift tag. You can write on the back to whomever you want to give it to. We're going to be making this next. I'm loving this, and it's the first time I've used my Stamparatus, so whoa. Right, now for that math. It's just the simplest thing ever. So, because we had 1/2 inch sides, but we had them double thickness, you add another 1/2 inch. So, your 1 inches. So, it's half, and you know where to score then. You're going to score at 1/2 and at 1. Plus you've got the 4 1/4, the size of your box, card in width. We'll say this way. So you're gonna score that then at 5 1/4 because you're just going along and doing the math. Then you need to score another 1/2 inch. So this is going to be 5 3/4. Then you're going to add your another 4 1/4. So this is going to be 10 inches. And then you're going to need the other 1/2 inch. Have I just done that right? Your card is 10.5 by 8. And you're going to score the long side at 1/2, 1, 5 1/4, 5 3/4, and 10. That's right, that's perfect. So you know your card is 10.5 inches long. Now the length of it this way is 1/2 and 1. So that's another 1/2. And say 6 inches. So that's 1, and then you've got your 6 inches plus your 1/2 and your 1/2. So you're 6, 7, 8 inches. So your box is 8 by 10.5. And you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So what 1/2 and what 1/2 is 1, plus your 6 inches. So you're going to score at 7, and then another 1/2 inch. You don't have to score the end on. So that's 7 and 7.5. That's how you work out your length of your box and how many times it's going to fold over. This obviously is just having one flap because it's going to sit inside the box like this. So this is your 4 1/4, that's your 6. And that's why we cut those ends off here, because it's your lid, and we left them on there to tuck in the sides. But yeah, that's how you do it. It's just simple. It's just a matter of adding up the maths. 1/2, 1/2, and don't forget to put your plus signs in. 4 1/4 plus 1/2, because you've got to compensate. This is the side wall here. That's your first score line. Second score line is this one, because you want it 1/2 inch deep. Then you've got the length of the box. And the same there and there. Just simple. That's how you work that out. Just maths. It's all about maths and numbers. But that's just the simplest way ever. I added that onto there on this box. And my designer series paper, believe it or not, is the same size as what I would put on my card. Just so I get that lovely border all the way around. Perfect on there. And it's perfect on there. I don't think it needs to be any bigger. I love it. And there's my tab. Tells people who has made it and how they've made it. Well, not how, but their websites. You can write on the back who it's to and from then, so you're killing two birds with one stone. So there's my project for the little box, and thank you. I'll tell you the lady's name now who asked me to make it. And it was the gorgeous Trish Taylor. Trish, this one's just for you, my darling. So there you go. That's how I made the box, and this is how Denise did as well. She left a little bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. They all fit. They fit inside perfect. Love it. So if you're going to add flowers and if you want your box even deeper, same maths again. Well, if you want it 3/4 of an inch deep, then you start off with your 3/4. It's always got to be your 3/4 that you're going to add along the way, plus your 4 1/4, plus your 3/4, because you can't have a 1/2 inch in the middle and 3/4 at the sides, plus your 4 1/4 for the width of your card, plus your 3/4 and your 3/4. So you've got double sides. So it's just a matter of adding that all up together now. So you've got an extra. That was 10 1/2 originally. So it's 10 1/2, 11, 11 1/2, 11 3/4. And again, it's going to be the same. 3/4, 3/4, plus your 6, plus your 3/4, plus your 3/4, equals, so that's 1 1/2, 1 1/2, so that's 9 inches. So 9 by 11 3/4, if you want the same size box, but 3/4 inch depth. So you'd have to use a piece of 12 by 12. So, but that's the math. It's just so simple. And there's your box. I hope you like. A thumbs up would be great. If you do have any thumbs downs, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I can't please everybody. But I'd like to know if you want to tell me why. And then I can rectify it. That'd be great. So, I love you all. See you all soon. I'll be back later with the card. Bye for now.